Welcome to today's video exploring our new viewpoint with Kristen. This viewpoint is called Movement Pathways, and it runs under the same category space as our previous viewpoints, which were spatial relationships and architecture. Kristen is going to show us a movement pathway now. This movement pathway is a straight line. Great. Now that Kristen has showed us the movement pathway of a straight line, Kristen is going to show us a windy movement pathway. So, movement pathway just means the pathway that you take to get where you need to get. Your movement pathway can really be anything that you like, and Kristen is going to demonstrate how we can create our own movement pathways in this video today. What Kristen is doing now is drawing a movement pathway in the air in front of her face. The movement pathway that Kristen is drawing in the air in front of her face is a circle. If Kristen were to walk this movement pathway, it would start and end in the same place, against the wall. Now, Kristen is going to draw the same movement pathway, but in front of her, as if she's going to walk it on the floor. This is just so that in Kristen's head, Kristen knows where she would be moving. Kristen's now changing the movement pathway to give herself one that is much more complicated to follow, but still begins and ends in the same place. The reason for this, and the reason that we draw it first, is so that we don't feel like we have to remember it later on. We're doing all of the memorizing now. So now, again on the floor, Kristen is drawing the new movement pathway so that Kristen knows where she will move to be able to successfully complete this viewpoint's activity. A movement pathway in theatre can often tell us something about a character. If someone walks in a straight line, they probably have purpose. They know where they're going and they want to get there. But if someone walks in a windy, roundabout kind of fashion, they might be trying to delay something. Here's Kristen showing us Kristen's movement pathway now. Pay attention to the way that Kristen is just moving and not acting at the moment. A big element of viewpoints is that we don't really need to worry too much about things like character and text. We just need to focus on the viewpoints themselves, and that will give the audience something to latch on to. Kristen is moving quite fast now, which creates the feeling that this character might be in a little bit of a rush. The fact that the character is stuck on the same repeating movement pathway kind of makes it seem like they might be unable to break out of a pattern or a habit. If we had a script with us, we might be able to overlay that text and get Kristen reading the script whilst Kristen walks. If that were the case, all of a sudden, we might find that the scene has a lot more meaning. Now Kristen is showing us the same movement pathway, but extremely slow. What's going to happen now is Kristen and I are going to demonstrate what happens when movement pathways collide with each other. So as you can see here, I'm walking in a straight line and Kristen is moving all over the place. That shows two characters with different motives. In the next bit of the video, we're going to show you the same thing but with some dialogue overlaid, so you can see how character relationships are formed with movement pathways.